Department heading to point south, and at a location south of Tucson, a law enforcement official tells ABC News an individual has been detained in connection with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. David, this development comes on the same day the first images of an individual approaching Nancy Guthrie's home were released, and as authorities continued to search in and around this neighborhood where her home is. We saw them searching a drain pipe, conducting other investigative steps today, but the breaking development here now, David, an individual has been detained for questioning in connection with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie.
Aaron, stay with me here. Aaron with us live from Tucson. We can show the audience the video now of the person, the subject that the FBI had released video of earlier in the day. This was the first time we had seen a development of this scope in this case. Someone at the door. This was video retrieved from that Nest camera after the FBI worked directly with Google. And Aaron, just to be clear here, this person detained in connection with the case, authorities are not saying if it's the person that we see in this video. They're also not saying this is a suspect. They're simply saying at this hour a person detained in connection with this case.
They are only saying that it's an individual detained in connection with the case, not calling the person a suspect or a person of interest, not saying there's any connection at this point with the images that were released earlier today by the FBI. But law enforcement officials have obtained a search warrant. They're going to be searching a location south of Tucson where this individual was detained. They're going to be going through that location. That could take hours, and either that search would resolve the matter, and that could be it, or there could be some further development associated with this individual. But right now, the person is not considered a suspect, we're told, only someone taken for questioning, detained.
And with just a few seconds left, Aaron, a search warrant that will play out in the location where they detain this person?
That's right, David. The search warrant is for a location associated with this individual. Specifically what it says, what they're looking for, has not been made clear.
All right. Aaron Kotursky, our chief investigative correspondent, reporting at this hour a person has been detained in connection with the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, of course, the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. The whole nation has been praying for days that there would be a development that would bring Nancy Guthrie home. We'll continue to follow this. For those of you in the West at this hour, we're just about 3 minutes away from World News Tonight. More at abcnews.com. I'm David Muir. Good night.
This has been a special report from ABC News.
Welcome back to Prime. Here's a look at the stories making headlines right now. Case of Savannah Guthrie's missing mother. FBI Director Kash Patel releasing images of an armed individual in connection with the disappearance. The new images show the individual with what looks like a sweatshirt, backpack, gloves, and a mask. Savannah Guthrie again posting on Instagram saying, quote, "We believe she is still alive. Bring her home." And ABC News has confirmed Britney Spears has sold her share of her extensive music catalog. TMZ says the sale was made final just before the new year and that the deal was with Primary Wave, that's a music publisher. And finally, checking in on Team USA's Olympic medal count, the team has 7 so far. 2 of them gold. 1 was brought home by Breezy Johnson in women's downhill skiing and the other in the figure skating team event. Team USA is 4th overall in the medal count, with Norway so far in 1st. Coming up, bipartisan polling groups in the U.S. agree voter fraud here is practically non-existent. So why are Republicans and President Trump pushing a bill that could make it harder for Americans to vote? And the success of Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show measured in toilet bowl flushes. Yes, that's right. We'll explain. Stay